Troll in the Dungeon! Greetings and welcome to another episode of Troll in the Dungeon. I am Steven Gasinski, the Troll in the Dungeon, and we are continuing our retro reviews of the Harry Potter film franchise. Now we're at Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. Again, so we've got a very large book that is supposed to be furnishing this huge franchise that's been building up to this. They decided to split the movie into two parts, which was actually wise, so that way we weren't losing any important elements. Apparently the original script for the film was like 500 pages long or something, so they needed to split it. No, or it was translated into 5 hours, something along those lines. They had to split it. And I'm really glad they did, because we would have lost a lot of important information. And of course, since they decided to split, they added stupid junk in there. I don't know why. So we got some new actors in this film. We got Bill Nye as the Minister of Magic to replace Cornelius Fudge. Try saying that 10 times fast. Andy Linden as Mundungus Fletcher. He's not in the books. He's not exclusively to this book, but he comes in for this film. We got Domhnall Gleeson, aka Brendan Gleeson's son. Had a moment there. AKA Mad-Eye Moody's son, and General Hux in the Star Wars sequel franchise, AKA one of the most ruined characters. Wait a minute. That's almost all of them. Never mind. I'll go on my laments about that damned thing at some point. I have no idea how the hell to say his name. Rhys Ifans is Emilius Lovegood. Although he's fantastic in the Amazing Spider-Man and the latest Spider-Man film as well. He comes in, has some cool stuff in there. So always lots of fun to see him in there. So overall, I didn't mind the film. There are a few things in there that are, shall we say, rough and pointless and dumb. Okay, roll the clip.
Okay, sorry.
Thank you, Brad. So there is another scene. I'm actually going to have him roll a clip on this. That damn dance scene. Not even in the book. What the hell was the point of that? Go ahead and roll this one. Why? Apparently there was supposed to be some kind of sexual tension between Harry and Hermione too at the very end of this scene. It makes no damn sense! Why? Yates and, Close? What you doing? I mean, seriously, what the hell are you doing? You're better than this! Oh, maybe you're not, because obviously two drunk monkeys wrote the Half-Blood Prince, so maybe this was the their last dying breath before you put them out of their misery. I don't know. But still, seriously, what you doing? Anyhow, might need to roll that other clip just to make myself have some hope again.
Okay, sorry.
It's worse than Dementors. I mean, seriously. The bad writing in this franchise at times is worse than the Dementors themselves. I'd rather have a Dementor and give me a kiss and just have me die at times then look at some of the scenes in this franchise. I mean, seriously. Okay, so we get a lot of deaths in this movie. We've already had a few in this franchise. We're still kind of recovering from Michael Gambone's Dumbledore biting the dust in the last film. But now we have a bunch of deaths in this one. I mean, part 2's worse. Just a little preview. It gets worse. But we got Moody biting the dust. We got Hedwig. That's rather unfortunate. We got so we've got Hedwig, yeah, Moody, and then finally Dobby right at the end. And of course he does the one thing that Harry tells him not to do, not to try to save his life, and well, he pays for it with his, and he to Harry's credit, he tried to warn him. Not gonna lie, one scene that actually gives me the giggles is the scene with the multiple Harrys.
For those of you who haven't taken Polyjuice Potion before, fair warning, it tastes like goblin piss.
I have lots of experiences with that, dear Maddo. Just trying to diffuse the tension.
Wow, we're identical.
Apparently it took up to like 90 takes to get this scene right. Yates, I'm gonna give you credit where credit is due. You did a damn good job with that scene. And the editing team did a wonderful job with the voice actors playing those characters, playing the multiple Harrys and such. And I'm not sure if Daniel Radcliffe had fun pretending to be Fleur, pretending to be Harry, but oh, what am I kidding? He's the guy who was handpicked to play Weird Al. He probably had fun. Let's be honest. Okay. Anyhow, so that's one scene that gave me the giggles. There are a couple other ones. So, but let's get to the end of the movie, of part 1. I'm originally more of a TV guy than a movie guy, so I'm very fond of cliffhangers. I could do a whole video on some of the best cliffhangers. The way this film ended with its cliffhanger before the next one was very well placed, very well done, and it was a good place to leave the first story without it being like, oh, what happens? You still have to know what happens, but you're not in a rather precarious situation. It's still pretty precarious, but it's not so much that it's like, well, that was a stupid place to end it. I definitely enjoyed that aspect of it. So there's this, so now we're actually going to give you a little behind the scenes look. There was this question of whether I'm going to do Deathly Hallows parts 1 and 2 as one video or as 2 videos for each part of the movie. So am I going to have a part 1 of Deathly Hallows review and a part 2 of Deathly Hallows review, or am I going to do a Deathly Hallows review of part 1 and a Deathly Hallows review of part 2? You confused yet? Good. That was the plan. In the meantime, be bold, be brave, be courageous. So long, and